lot of problems.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion, and he won world titles in 5 weight classes. The Marvel, Sergio Martinez. He's the So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up is getting ridiculous.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Look at that left uppercut. A perfect counter shot. These two were made for each other. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
That jab doesn't score. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Missing with the hook. How about that time counter shot? They blocked the left there. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you let him back.
I'm in already. That right hand is beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking.
League. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Put him back on him this round. The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now you're
smart. Good work there. The jabs are working nice.
Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there.
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
Just this, you're stepping around. I need you to get back out there. I need you to
appear. Don't be looking there for one shot.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Smart. Get your shots off and don't give him any.
Absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise.
And there's the bell for round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
As a flat-footed fight, if you've got a dancer out there in front of you, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small, put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
Sergio Martinez is rocked! And right back into the fray.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This fight has a real good flow to it. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. A perfect counter shot. Back and forth they go. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You with
Get that jab back. Just box him. Be smart. Just get your shot.
in your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried.
It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. Switch on, switch on.
Just get him on the end of the jab. You're getting your time in already. That right
It's a tougher fight and he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away.
shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work.
In your pace, win this round back. Take away that confidence.
Swim any free shots. Keep smart.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go, but you've...
Backs.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice straight. Do you believe what we are seeing?
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance.
Which one of these athletes is going to say I can't take it anymore? Nice counter shot. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Sugar Ray is down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you still want to fight?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Nice counter shot. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
Be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off, win the round.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good, man.
I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your minds on the job.
Straights down the middle. Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let...
You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you let him back into the fight.
Don't get carried away. Think about the defense at the end of what you do. Good.
Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Put him back on him this round.
On to the fourth we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches.
Bro.
We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably. That's lights.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down. What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, and that one really got Martinez. And he is forcing him to take a knee.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
7, 8.
No rest for the weary.
Bruh.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one.
Time out.
Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
It's a bad round, all right, but we don't care.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That counter shot lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
He misses with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that again.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you all right?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, then he's out of there.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. The corner might be thinking about stopping it here.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
Gaps will appear. Just stay focused. Don't let him back in.
Switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight. Now you're letting back into it. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out.
Sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure.
Win this round back. Take away that confidence. Stop it.
It's too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will.
On to the 6th round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Bro.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Sergio Martinez is dazed. Down goes Sergio Martinez. A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then he'll try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Nice counter shot. Hold it right there. Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly legs. Wise decision to take a knee here and get that mandatory 8 count.
Absolutely gassed out. Didn't know what to do and hurt on top of that.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Great round. Now relax. Don't be looking at
Like, all fucking day.
Win the round, right?
You didn't stop.
It's only one round that you.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt.
Get this boxing back together. I need you to focus.
Here comes round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
And he misses with that straight left. Leonard took a big shot and down he goes. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your gloves.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
We're at the halfway point, and there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Swing and a miss with that hook. They exchange punches. The perfect counter lands. They both want a knockout, you can tell. And he misses with that straight left. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Maravilla in some trouble here. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that is.
I need you to switch back on. Get focused.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. This is a high-octane battle. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
There's a counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Sergio Martinez is dazed. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace.
Appreciate the boxing
to get a
lounge.
unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
Appreciate the boxing lounge. Forbidden. Update good, man. They fixed a lot of things. Update is actually good. Worth playing. Update good. Fixed a lot of things. Update is actually good. Worth playing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham.
People actually trying to
Alongside
box.
me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time now
This
for
man
our
right there.
tale of the tape. And
Just
here
the
is
desync is messed
Nigel
up.
Benn. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall with a 72.8 inch reach. And he'll be facing Joe Calzaghe. It's night. Here.
decent. I still fuck with the game.
We've waited a long time. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver.
I see his Wi-Fi bar up top. I already know it's about to be.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. That's it.
Ooh.
One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you all right?
Let me get my camera.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Fix the slips. They fixed the slips too.
Throws the jab, but does not
Everybody's
score.
slipping.
They need to turn this around halfway through.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action.
I'm on console.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them.
PS5.
Let's talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You were thinking. Just stay.
Give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round.
Keep smart. You're getting your time in already. You're right.
Here we go. It's round 2. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Nice counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect.
We ain't even doing the same shit. We not even fucking moving.
That hook doesn't score.
In the same spot trying to do that.
We'll keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The perfect counter lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Looking to land the hook.
Be clever with what you're doing.
What is dude? What is he doing?
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Taking that.
Let's talk about Ben in
Oh,
that
yeah, I ain't
last
played on
round.
PC
After what we
yet.
saw in that
I
last
want to get
round, it's
PC.
pretty
I want to
obvious
get
who
on
has the
PC.
advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up,
Yes,
they've
like
got
that
this fight.
round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
The bell rings and we start the third. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Insanely ugly, bro.
And he parries that right jab away. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Misses with the straight left. Beautiful counter shot.
Ooh, shit, man. I'm saying about the decent. This shit is crazy. He running into that. I'm throwing that.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. That counter
cheesy
punch
shit.
caught
Look at
him
that.
clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Look for the left
You
hook
know,
over
them
that
body
right
shot.
hand.
Let's talk about Ben in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the...
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry.
Let's
And there's
do
the
it.
bell to start round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just keep waiting to do that. He's want to do that. Oh, bullshit. I'm playing.
Good looking right hook, but that was blocked.
He's running into my hook and it's still not doing nothing.
Swing and a miss with that hook.
Back to the game plan.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two...
Bit. Do not the fuck out.
Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Need to see that again.
Trying to do the same shit. Might as well
One,
quit it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to
Clean up.
me.
Clean up. With the trash out. You know. Whatever.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not
Stay.
sure why.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
You'd like to see more jabs. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget.
Time out.
Let's talk about Calzaghe in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner.
Calm yourself down. Calm yourself.
Back into the fray here in round 5. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake
Yeah,
you
you
up.
gotta
They
fight
can't
now,
even go
buddy.
into game plan.
You might as well start fighting. What I want you to do.
Nice job blocking the hook. Missing with that right hook. Well done with that counter shot. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax, because you know what you can do in the gym.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Oh, and Joe Calzaghe just took a heavy shot. Joe Calzaghe just went down. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Lighter in this. Shit.